Okay, so just wanted to check in again. This is my Professor Oak Challenge run of Pokemon Radical Red. I am right before the Erika fight, and before I go any further, I am not messing with my green screen settings, so if I randomly turn into a ghost or anything, that's why. So just wanted to check in and show how the Pokedex is looking so far. Again, all of my boxes are organized in order of where you catch the Pokemon. In the wild, in grass, or in caves. So this is the first couple routes. Everything so far is fully evolved with the exception of Corvisquire. Level cap here is 44. So anything that evolves past 44 I have not evolved yet. Corvisquire in this version evolves at 62. Next box, I went ahead and picked up the second form of Pyroar, so I've got the male and female forms in here. I think the only other one I evolved here was Perugly. This box, I still have to evolve Vibrava and Noibat after this fight. They're 48 for Noibat and 45 for Vibrava, so not yet evolved them, but I also picked up Claydol and Magcargo. I think that was it for this box. Oh, Seismitoad as well. Next box, everything is now fully evolved. Picked up my Rapidash and Crocodile. Next box, again, everything is fully evolved. There were several that evolved in this box. Rapidash, got Hatterene, Slacking, Reuniclus, and Muck. Next box, we got Gothitelle, Swanna, I think Hypno was already evolved, Scrafty, Golurk, Palossand, and Metachamp. This box I totally almost forgot to evolve Drapion, so that's why he's got the Lucky Egg on it, because I just finished that before I recorded. Toxicroak, a couple others as well. Is there anything in here that's still not evolved? No, that's fully evolved, okay. I was gonna, so this is a Zen mode Darmanitan, but apparently this game it doesn't show up as Zen mode unless it actually gets sent into battle, so don't have both forms there. Everything here is fully evolved. Next box, I almost forgot to evolve Rhyperior, but I got that one. Still waiting on Clang, which is at level 49. And then Rufflet and Volibee are at 54, and Mindfu, I don't know how to say it, is at 50. Everything else there is evolved. These are all the fishing Pokemon, so anything that you can catch with an old rod or a good rod, up to the point where I am in the game, which is Celadon City, has been caught. And in this version, you can't actually go through Silphco and everything until after Erika, so you can't even get into the game corner. So I haven't been to Saffron or anything like that. These are all the Pokemon that you can only catch in raids at this point in the game. I do have Fracture. Doesn't evolve into Haxorus until like 46 or 7. Everything else here is evolved. These are all the gift and trade Pokemon. This thing is nightmare fuel. I'm probably in the next section, like after Erika, there's not any new areas unlocked. However, you've got the game corner. So I have to grind a lot of money. There are several Pokemon that cost 100,000 each, and I'm probably going to try to buy the shiny versions for 200,000 each. So I'm probably going to use some of these Pikachus that I picked up. They do have perfect stats, and they get access to Happy Hour, which doubles the prize money after a battle. So I'll have to see if that stacks with the Amulet Coin, because if it does, I'm probably going to use them to rack up money while I'm going through Silphco. All of our starters are fully evolved. I'm not currently taking advantage of the incredibly powerful Typhlosion or Meganium or Cinderace. I'll show you the team that I'm using for Erika in a moment. And then after that, I have all of the fossils evolved as well. So that is everything possible to evolve before Erika. There's only like 4 more that I need to evolve, 4 or 5. And then I have to get all of the pseudo-legendaries from the game corner as well. So that, we'll go ahead and pick up our team for the Erika fight. Not actually going to use Shedinja, most likely, unless something goes wrong. I do have this Eviolite Nummel, which is also not being used, but it's an impish nature with Eviolite. Perfect defense, hit points, and special defense. And then Amnesia, Curse, Flame Charge, and Rest. I just love this Pokemon. It has a simple ability, so that Amnesia is immediately a +4. Curse is +2 on attack and defense, and then lowers your speed by 2, and then Flame Charge raises your speed by 2, so it's just really fun to use. I'm not actually using it in this fight unless for some reason I have to. Floatzel is just our amulet coin holder. Probably won't be used for the fight, but if I need something to fake out, I'll use that. I really tried to gear this team, like instead of just overpowering with dual wing beat like a lot of people have been doing, I wanted to build a team specifically around the Pokemon that she has. So my lead is going to be the Slowbro. I practiced the fight a few times. I was running into an issue where my Indeedee falls asleep, and if it doesn't wake up quick enough, I lose the battle. So I tried giving it a Chesto Berry, but this smart AI actually knows what item you have. So if I have the Chesto Berry, it doesn't even try to put it to sleep. Go ahead and save here before the battle. So what I ended up doing was giving it a Psychic Seed so that it boosts its special defense so it can tank a couple hits if it does fall asleep from the Venusaur. If there are any crits, I will have to restart because a crit changes what order she sends her Pokemon out in, and this team is built specifically to kill them in a specific order. So Grassy Surge is going to go off, and that will trigger my Slowbro's Grassy Seed to raise its defense. That lets it tank a hit here from Rillaboom. Again, if it crits here, I have to start the fight over. It did not, so I should one-shot it. Shell Sidearm has 100 base power and 100 accuracy, so that is incredibly strong for a poison stab move. And now that the Rillaboom's out of the way, the rest of her Pokemon are special attackers. So the Venusaur is going to go for an Earth Power, which is why we're switching into Indeedee. This is also going to set up the Psychic Terrain to get rid of the Grassy Terrain. And that will boost my use my Psychic Seed to boost my special defense so I can actually tank a couple hits. I have to get 2 Calm Minds here. Luckily looks like the Sleep Powder missed, so now that I've got 2 Calm Minds, I am perfectly fine with being asleep for a couple turns because this Venusaur is doing no damage to me. I immediately wake up and one-shot the Venusaur here. So everything is going according to plan. Battlefield returns to normal. So the Serperior, because I have above half health, is going to try to go for Leech Seed. So we're going to send out our Ooze Swalot. Whatever, the Liquid Ooze is the ability. So this Leech Seed, instead of healing, is actually going to drain the Serperior. So she is going to switch out so that I don't destroy the Serperior. And Meganium is 4 times weak to poison. In this version, it is Fairy type. So Sludge Bomb's going to OHKO it. And it's a crit, but the crit didn't matter. And then I still have the Leech Seed on me, so whenever she sends back out the Serperior, it will start draining. I can absolutely just one-shot this with the Sludge Bomb right now. However, I like to max Disrespect, so this is a contrary Serperior, meaning it's going to Leaf Storm several times to raise its stats instead of lower its stats. But if you Gastro Acid it, it loses its contrary ability. This just doesn't matter at all. I could kill it in one hit, but I really like to show that I built the team this way specifically to counter this thing. The Swalot on its own actually counters the Meganium and the Superior. And then we'll Sludge Bomb for game. You'll see now when it's Leaf Storming, its abilities are going to drop, or its stats are going to drop instead of going up. Alright, and that's the Erika fight. So we do have access to Giga Drain now, and just to show you what this grind is going to look like. Luckily there are a lot of trainers before the next gym battle, so I'll be able to use Amulet Coin, and hopefully that's, like I said, hopefully that stacks with the Happy Hour. But these Pokemon, I have 80,000 right now. Dratini, Larvitar, Beldum, Bagon, Riolu, Rotom, and I have to get all the forms of Rotom. Gible, Larvesta, Dino, Gumi, Jangmo-o, Dreepy, Honedge, and Toxel. So each of these is normally 100,000, but I would like to buy the shiny forms, so that's 200,000 each for a grand total of like 2 million. It's gonna be rough. So that is my Erika fight. It's probably gonna take me a few days to move on to the next one. So I'll see you when I see you.